Good morning, everybody. We here at Let Us Make Man, and I'm overjoyed and overwhelmed with what I just seen and what I just heard from this wonderful woman of God and a person that just loves her people and humankind, Judge Penny. I just want you to share a few words with RAPCO Media, if you don't mind, ma'am.
I'm happy to be here. I'm the Reverend Judge Penny Brown Reynolds. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm happy to be here at Let Us Make Man. This is their 9th year. I have the honor of giving birth to the conference because women give birth to men. And so I came here today with a mission, and that was just to uplift and empower and inspire. And I want to thank you for what you do in terms of spreading the message to our people that we are worthy, that we matter enough to believe that anything is possible for us in spite of what it looks like. That's what I came here today to tell the people.
Well, you know, I know you got a busy schedule ahead of you, and I appreciate you taking a few moments just to share with RAPCO Media and the world. And once again, like I told you, you move my spirit, ma'am.
Well, I'm grateful for that. And you represent like young people. And so the biggest thing I want to say to anybody who didn't even come here today is do not allow your failures, your circumstances, your disappointments, where you were born, to dictate who you are. You're greater than that because you are enough. And when you understand that you are enough, that's all that matters. You walk in that. It's my honor and it's been my privilege to join you today.
Thank you.